Hey Sagittarius, we're going to do your yearly reading for the year 2021. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And this is a general reading for all Sagittarius, so it's not going to resonate for every single Sagittarius that watches this reading, if that makes sense. Energies can be transferable, so keep that in mind when you're listening to the messages. I can be picking up on, the cards can be picking up on energies of people around you. And let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to go ahead and pull a signifier for you first. Sagittarius signifier. Ace of Fire. That makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. There you are. You are, in my opinion, the most youthful of all the fire signs, and it's like you guys can really, you have so many brilliant ideas. You're so youthful and brilliant, impassioned, fiery. You inspire a lot of people around you. I love Sagittarius for sure. Ace of Fire, that's you. All right, good signifier. Let's go ahead and look at your life path and shadow. Okay, for your life path, we have 2 of air and the 9 of water. So your life path might be something to do with making better, more confident decisions in yourself, knowing when to go after things that you want. You have a lot of ideas, but I think maybe you might be haunted by a sense of contentment. And sure, contentment is a good thing, I believe. But when it is so much that it's an illusion, and you see how that the glass is breaking, it's all an illusion. It's like, I'm so content with myself, emotionally content. I don't need to move from this spot. But it is good to grow. It is good to make decisions, to move towards your growth, to not be too content. And you guys have so many great ideas that I agree. Go after. Don't be too content to go after those ideas. And then for your shadow, we have transformation and slowing down. So we have I don't think you might be catching all of the lessons that you're going through, really. All of your abilities that you're accumulating through the cycles that you're living through. I'm not sure you're really quite comprehending that it's time to slow down and harvest everything that you have come through, everything that you have learned to do, and it's time to apply it and make that decision to apply it. And apply all of your brilliance, your ideas, your vibrancy, to apply all of these ideas. So I believe for the reason why this is in your shadow position is because you're not being grounded and receptive enough. This is the Queen of Pentacles, and feminine energy is very receptive. And it's time to be like grounded and slow down enough to recognize and utilize everything that you're learning in your transformations. You might not be grounded enough to catch that. I feel like I took way too long to explain that, so I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and look at your recent past here, and then we're going to jump into 2021 for you. Sagittarius. Honest, clear, loving guidance. Recent past. We have compromise and awareness. The 6 of Rainbows, which is kind of like the 6 of Pentacles. Compromise. With the 7 of Major Arcana. Sorry. So I feel like you burned away a lot of insecurities. I think you burned away a lot of your old patterns of compromising yourself, giving yourself away, or giving away. Like, for example, these two characters are making up, but they're compromising their truths. They're like, okay, yeah, I forgive you, but they're not actually truly expressing themselves, and so they're actually causing a greater gap between them and more conflict. And this compromise, it's not a compromise at all. It's like deep-seated resentment. It's causing resentment, okay? So in your recent past, I think you burned away that desire to make up at any cost, maybe, for some of you, or give away too much of your energy. You know, you might have been working too hard for some of you. At work, you might have been putting in too many hours, more than you're getting paid out. Also, you might not be receiving any advancement, and it's like compromising your time, your pentacles, your energy, time away from your family. For some of you, it's going to be different. So it's going to be different for all of you. But it's like, I feel like in your recent past, all of that burned away and you became more aware. The fear of not amounting up to what other people want is burning away with some kind of self-awareness and a lot of inner peace. That face is very calm, if you can see that. And let's go ahead and look at your 2020 overall. Or, no, 2021 overall. 2021 overall for Sagittarius. Overall energy. King of Air. I feel like you're going to be standing in your truth, making a lot of decisions. I feel like you're going to be very intellectually, you're going to be doing the intellectual work in your plans, like the book work and stuff like that. 2021 overall energy. We have, wow. You might be meeting a divine counterpart, but it's a lot of air. It's a heck of a lot of air there. Either way, I feel like you're doing a lot of either like just like clearing out of things that don't serve you, clearing out of things that make you feel illusioned. You're not trying to open up to anything that's making you that's going to take away your clarity. Whatever you're working on, whatever new ideas you have going on here, I feel like you're going to start studying them in stone, putting in the like book work, maybe research. I feel like you're going to start communicating your ideas more instead of, you know, like just cooking them in your head. And I feel like you're leaving behind this contentment and starting to go after the ideas and research the ideas and make them solid. But you're not trying to deal with anything that has an illusion or a secret behind it next year. Anything dishonest, you're not trying to be tied down or pinned down to anything dishonest or that's going to just take it out of you. You can't have it. You don't have time for it. You're not going to have it. You're going to cut it out. Knight of Cups in reverse. That was, yeah, I don't think you're going to be very open to a lot of love, especially if it's not. I think you're going to be able to sniff out when it's not authentic. Knight of Pentacles, if you are moving towards anything in love, it's going to be very slow moving, very solid. You're going to be very patient. You're going to build it on a solid foundation. So basically, whatever you're building this year is going to really pay off, because hard work pays off, especially when you are using your intellect, you're using your resources, your pentacles, your time efficiently and effectively, and you're just cutting out anything that's going to distract you from that or take away your energy. You're not doing it. You're not doing it. And you're not going to give away your cups easily next year. For how youthful you are, you're just not. People are really going to have to earn your time and your affection. And let's look here. This upside down. Holy cannoli. Abilities and strengths for 2021. Sagittarius. Eight of Earth. Eight of Earth, Three of Pentacles, or three of Rainbows, which is like Three of Earth. So a lot of Earth energy. You're putting in a lot of work. You might be collaborating with other people, whether it be in music, art, business, whatever. But the reason why I say music is because this here violin, and it looks like these two are dancing. You know, I feel like you're listening to guidance outside of yourself. You're listening to yourself. I feel like you're listening to your ancestors as well. You might be doing a lot of, you know, even though this isn't a typically spiritual card, with this particular deck, I feel deep spirituality here. So you might be getting involved with like spiritual groups that have a lot of like musical opportunities. I feel like you're just really, really digging deep into your roots and what actually fulfills you, what ideas you've been thinking, what you've been cooking for a very, very long time. Even though you've spent quite a bit of time feeling content and juggling these ideas with the Two of Air, now you're slowly and meticulously moving towards that with the King of Air, Queen of Air, Knight of Pentacles. Slowly and meticulously. You're not trying to leave any strings behind, any loose strings behind. So for your abilities and strengths, you are working very, very well with others. You're getting a lot of work done. You're very grounded, logical. One more for their abilities and strengths. And I also feel like you're very youthful. Queen of Pentacles, that's so funny. All Pentacles, you're very earthy next year. And I've said it before, I don't know if you guys have been on my channel for a while, but out of all of the earth signs, I feel like Sagittarius is the most youthful and earthy. And that's definitely what I see in these cards. You see that little character, that little angel, or that little fairy. It's very, there's a lot of children playing in this one. And it's like, I feel like you're learning to nurture your inner child, mature, ground that inner child, and still let it play and still let its ideas blossom. So I feel like you're really nurturing your ideas, you're making them happen, you're listening to your inner guidance, you're listening to the people around you. You might be listening to family, healthy people around you and healthy family. But I feel like in general, you're going to know the difference because you've got a lot of King of Air, Queen of Air. You got a lot of, you know what's going on with who to listen to and who not to. But I feel like you're just really working hard and nurturing that inner child to the point where you're like making things happen for her or him. I like it. Let's look at your love, passions, and interests for 2021. Right away, like, I'm not good. It was the Seven of Air, or Seven of Clouds, and Five of Fire. So like conflict and dishonesty flipped over. But let's look at love, passions, and interests for Sagittarius, please. 2021. Yeah, through a lot of healing, you're going to realize that even though things are unknown, even though things might be unknown, the possibilities are endless. You see how there's like the mountains behind there? Oh my God, my arm. The mountains, the eagle can't see past the mountains. The eagle can't see everything in the world because the world is round, right? So that's the thing. Even though things are unknown, you're recognizing and kind of excited by the fact that the possibilities are endless in love. And I think you're starting to recognize that secrets aren't so bad. That the unknown, not secrets. The unknown isn't so bad, you know? Not knowing everything isn't going to clip your wings. It's not going to take the air out of your wings because you are love in yourself. All by yourself, you are love, right? So nothing can take that from you. And I feel like in your love, at least by the middle of the year, you're starting to soar a little bit higher and take it a little bit lighter. The Six of Swords in reverse, I feel like you're going to be a lot less likely that, I feel like I hate saying I feel like. I need to kill that. What I'm seeing is that sometimes you might have caught yourself running away from the unknown because of fears or just not feeling comfortable, because honestly, the unknown isn't comfortable. We're humans. It's just the human condition. But I'm seeing with this Six of Swords that you're learning to not run away so quickly. That the unknown, you're starting to switch your consciousness from I'm afraid of the unknown to I'm excited of the mystery. I'm excited for some mystery. Definitely. Oh, that was a good one because we got the... Rewind that and listen to it again. Let's go ahead and look at your finance, work, business, which is obviously booming next year, but we can look at it some more. Finance, work, business for Sagittarius. Ten of Water and Beyond Illusion. Oh my goodness. So remember in the beginning when we had for your life path this like laziness card, the Ten of Water, where you were kind of you were too content and not moving with your ideas. Well, now we have the Ten of Water and Beyond Illusion. So you're at the end of that cycle and you're starting to giggle it off and you're like, oh my gosh, look at what I'm about to begin. I'm moving beyond illusion and this butterfly face here. It's like you have metamorphosed from this, you know, standstill, maybe juggling ideas, not really moving too much on them. You're moving forward with them now in a very blissful, bewildered, joyful, but masterful way, because you have become from a caterpillar to a butterfly. You are now, you know, in your phoenix stage, and now you are very content, but now you are making your wishes come true. You are doing your own wish fulfillment, grounded in reality right here. Let's go ahead. Nope, I want to pull one more for your finance, work, and business. Whatever work you're doing is super fulfilling to you. It's very, very emotionally fulfilling. For some of you, it might be spiritual, like I said before, but you are moving beyond illusions where you might have, you're no longer in a rush. And I feel like you're no longer deceiving yourself. With the Knight of Swords in reverse, you're no longer rushing towards things. You're starting to become more grounded, more emotionally nurturing of yourself. You know when to slow down. Think it out, meditate it out, make things happen on a in a grounded, resourceful way as a master. And I feel like you oh my gosh. You're maintaining a beginner's mindset, which keeps you learning and evolving faster than anybody that has a master's mindset. And that's why I feel like you are on a master's level this year. Definitely. And then let's go ahead and move on to Spirit. Your spiritual life in 2021. Sagittarius. Nine of Fire and Existence. Yes, you're becoming a lot more careful. Not in a standstill way. I feel like you're being more cautious of, like with this King of Air, like all of this Queen of Air, this King of Air, and this Nine of Pentacles, you're moving at a slower, more cautious rate. You still have the ideas, you're still dreaming, you're still ready for these new beginnings, and you're gaining a lot more perspective. And it's a very curious, like, I want to see more of this, you know? I want to, let me get a few more. I definitely feel like you're not in a know-it-all energy right now, next year. You're not in a know-it-all energy. You're not trying to compete. You're not trying to go at any fast pace, especially, like, you know, spiritually, you are so curious, I feel like. And this is like a new beginning. It kind of seems like an awakening for some of you. The Chariot in reverse, you are taking some time to figure this out. You're no longer rushing forward in something. You're taking the time to temper yourself. We have the Chariot in reverse and Temperance card. You're taking the time to pull your chariot out of the mud. You might be in some spiritual mud right now. And so in 2021, I feel like you're taking some time aside from your normal routine to indulge in this curiosity, you know, indulge in this caution that you feel. Not indulge, but like dig deep into it and temper it. Turn water into wine, or in my opinion, wine into water. And you're starting to learn to clear your water, because you can't move forward in whatever you're feeling in your spirit right now. For some reason, you're being pulled to stop, clear your water, and get clear, you know, get your clarity so you can move forward in this. Because you have a lot of possibilities in love, and I mean businesses. Whew. But you know, how far can you get on a spirit that you're not? It doesn't feel like you're comfortable right now with it. So, all right. Obstacle, guidance, outcome. Obstacle, guidance, outcome. Obstacle, guidance, outcome. So for our obstacle, we have the Queen of Fire. I feel like you're learning when to share, when not to share. Your obstacle here is to... I feel like your heart is involved in this. Don't give your heart away on a silver or on a golden platter in this case. Don't be so quick to give your heart away on a silver platter. You're very, very attractive this next year because you're going through some kind of awakening. When a human awakens, they start pulling they are just like so radiant and they're glowing and they, you know. So don't sacrifice your independence. This Nine of Pentacles right here is like the single lady, singles men's card. It's like being able to accumulate and build abundance on your own, and very, very, you know, these are two very attractive cards. So don't give away your heart on a golden platter. You see how she has that platter there, and her heart chakra is covered, and I was like, where is her heart? And then I see this red thing here. Oh my God. It is her heart! Oh, I've never seen that before. There's like grapes inside of it. That's crazy. All right, don't give your heart away so easily, which is why I feel like this King of Air and this King of Air and this Queen of Air came through in your sorry, let me oops. Love in your 2021 overall. All of those King of Swords, Queen of Swords. I feel like you're starting to slow down, but you know, that obstacle is that temptation to go back into that pattern of giving yourself away, compromising yourself. Let's clarify silence for your guidance. So you have a lot of intuition, right? In 2021, you have a lot of spiritual stuff going on. It's time to tap into the silence. And not only that, when you do tap into that silence, when you do tap into that intuition and you receive those downloads and those messages, with the Empress in reverse, it's saying to move with it. Not just receive it, but move with it, to do something with it and move with it in balance. Ace of Water. Your heart is very fragile next year. It is what it is. We have the Ace of Water and the Five of Cups. It is likely that some of you might be pouring your cups into things that don't need it, but those are to things or people that don't need it, but that is all there to serve your purpose, to help heal yourself, to teach you lessons. You know, your heart is very juicy next month. It's very juicy, it's sensitive. If you need to, it's time to tap into your intuition will guide you through any heartache or pains or confusion. You don't have a lot of brain confusion, like mind. You don't have any mind confusion next year. None. What you have is heart confusion. So, you know, take care of your heart next year. And work on your pentacles, work on your intuition and your spirituality, you know, because that is definitely calling you right now. Your intuition and your finances, your spirit life and your finances are calling you the most. And I think that's why your heart is so tender. The Lovers. The Lovers for your outcome in 2021. Justice. Woo! Woo! You're going to be served justice. I feel like your heart is going to be so tender that it might go through little bumps and scrapes, but I feel like you're going to be served justice in the end of it all. In the outcome, it's all going to be, you know, you're going to finally receive the clarity, the balance, the love, the harmony, the reciprocation. And if this isn't in love, it's going to be definitely be in, you're going to be receiving recognition in your like business, or if you started a new business or wherever your passions lie, you're going to receive justice, and it's going to feel like the reward that you've been waiting for a long time. I don't know why that's what the 1111. The Devil in reverse. You're moving away from toxic energies. I feel like you might be leaving behind old patterns that left you feeling, you're leaving behind old patterns that left you feeling like drained of your juices and not worth being refilled, if that makes sense. You're getting rid of, I mean, especially with all of this King of Air, you're really going to be protecting yourself, and that's what's going to serve you justice this year, I feel like, is because when you have your awakening, you pull a lot of people to you, yes, but when you keep your promises to yourself and cut out anything that is going to harm you, it really sends your angels through a loop. It sends your guides through a loop, and they're like, oh, send her a cookie, or send him a cookie, you know? If that makes sense. I'm going to pull one animal card, one medicine card for you. Sagittarius. 2021 guidance. This is my favorite card. Grouse. 34. I can't articulate it without crying, so out of my memories without crying, so I'm going to say it out of the book. But it's like the sacred spiral dance. Oh my gosh. It's like honoring your ability to go through all of these cycles. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just going to read it. Okay. Grouse. Sacred spiral. If you have grouse medicine in your cards, undertake the medicine on various qualities of movement. Undertake a meditation on various qualities of movement within your world, like movement meditation. Begin by visualizing the sun as one member of a huge group of stars swirling in a massive pinwheel shape of the Milky Way. Then draw yourself out of this pinwheel of light, and into the spiraling of your own DNA's double helix. It's a lot of visualizing, but it's basically telling you to do some kind of swirly, like just powerful movement meditation to honor your ability to like go through all of these stages and come out as a butterfly and move beyond illusion and just like, you know, look at you. So analyze the way you move through your world. Have you pictured yourself in the act of locomotion? What kind of reaction do you create with the energy you send out into the universe? What words would you use to describe the way you move through both the material and physical worlds? In the final analysis, is your movement compatible with your greatest desires and goals? Like, what kind of waves are you giving out into the universe, because they are bouncing back to you, and be mindful of your manifestations. Many spiritual disciplines ask that you cease all external movement in order to recognize the inner life. Grouse medicine, however, is an invitation to dance. Grouse celebrates the divine source through its spiral dance and offers this dance to you as a gift. Remember when I was like, oh, look at them, your angels get sent through a loop, and they're like, oh, send them a gift. Send them a treat. You can spend a lifetime learning Grouse's lessons on how to harmonize your dance with Mother Earth cycles and how to offer the dance as a creation of selfless beauty. All right, great job, Sagittarius. I'm cheering for you next year. Bye.